I'll look for it later.
Isn't that it?
Oh.
What's it doing there?
Don't worry about it.
Best breakfast you ever had, was it?
We couldn't have been hallucinating if we remembered the same things.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Morning. Thank you, honey. Thank you. How's it going?
Don't mind them. They've been like that for a while now.
They must be talking about last night.
He keeps saying that I would have killed her and Miguel if it weren't for that box.
Don't you worry about it, honey, all right? I just hope they don't get it in their heads to go back there and look for it.
That goes double for me, Chiefy.
I was wondering if you could help me with something, Chief.
Sure.
If Kay and I were hallucinating down there in the mine shaft, then how come we remember things the exact same way?
I've been trying to come up with a reasonable...
Chief Bennett, if I may.
Please, Reese. Go ahead.
Most likely, you and Kay were lying in close proximity to one another after your individual falls into the mine shaft.
Yeah. That's right, we were.
Well, one of the other of you must have started talking in your delirium, and the other subconscious listened. You were so in tune that you actually pictured the exact same fantasies in your mind's eyes. That's what you're remembering now, and that's why it seems so real.
Oh, that sounds plausible, don't you think, Sam?
Yeah, well, what I think, it's time for me to go. Julian promised he'd have the mine shaft cord knocked today before anybody else gets hurt.
Oh, he was barely conscious himself last night. He probably hasn't had time.
Well, somebody in that family better do it.
You know, why don't I go with you? I just wanted to check on Ivy and Julian anyway.
Oh, bad idea, Gracie. You might learn things you'd rather not know.
Grace, I'll pass on your best wishes. You really don't have to go.
You know, there's something I wanted to bring him anyway. I'll be right there.
Are you coming with me or not?
You're still thinking about going back up to the mine shaft?
Oh, no.
Miguel, there's only one reason that you would go back to that mine shaft. And that's because you think I tried to kill you, don't you?
You are Teresa's mother. And how could you say I should marry Gwen?
Because if you marry my daughter, you'll both be faced with realities I don't think either one of you have considered.
You should listen to Pilar. She knows what she's talking about.
I don't believe either one of you. You know, I counted on you, Mother, at least. But now Pilar's doing the exact same thing. Not supporting her child.
I am trying to support my daughter the best way I can, by trying to help her avoid a lifetime of pain and suffering.
Because she loves me? I can't talk to either one of you. Not now.
I hate that he's so angry with me about this, but thank you for taking my side on it.
I didn't do it for you. I did it for my daughter. If Ethan marries her, I'm genuinely afraid for her well-being.
Well, wish me luck. You look so wonderful. You hardly need it. Will you call me later with the details? Oh, you know I will. Okay.
Teresa, Whitney, I didn't know you were here.
Oh, I needed to tell you something.
Oh, let me guess. Your job. You're afraid my mother fired you.
Oh, didn't I tell you? He knows me so well.
Teresa, don't worry. I spoke to my mother this morning, and your job's safe.
Thank you so much.
You better get that.
Can we go now that you know you still have your job? But that's not the only reason I came over here, and you know it.
Gwen, I didn't know what time you were coming.
I know it's early, but I just couldn't wait. Oh, Teresa, Whitney, I didn't notice you were here.
Right, Teresa just got here. She had some business that she needed to clear up.
Oh, it's not going to interfere with our date now, is it?
No, of course not. I'll just run upstairs and get my jacket, and then we'll be off.
Eat your heart out, Teresa. Ethan and I are going to have the most wonderfully romantic time.
Give it your best shot, Gwen.
Oh, I'm going to do more than that, Teresa. I'm taking him to the club. The club where we're both lifelong members. Do you know what that means?
That you both know what to do with a whole lot of different forks? Big deal, Gwen.
Oh, it's about so much more than forks, Teresa. It's about memories. Ethan and I have a lifetime worth of memories. Where are you taking him on your first date? You know, it's too bad you burned down that greasy burger joint last year,
Is everything all right?
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Good, then I guess we'll be leaving.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later, Teresa.
I'm sorry.
Why didn't you just tell me the eggs were terrible?
I didn't want to hurt your feelings. I know how hard you worked on them. Please don't be mad at me.
Who's mad? But come on, after all the times that I ragged on your cooking talent, or lack thereof, come on, you could have thrown the book at me.
Now, why didn't I think of that?
Hey, so how bad were they?
Awful. What did you put in them?
Well, I was following the recipe, right? And then I remembered Mom always saying something about how good cooks, you know, she get a little
good
creative.
cooks, not you, Louise.
All right. Get the point. You still hungry? I could whip you up something else.
No.
Are you sure? Something a little simpler?
I have everything I need right here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No more juice?
Nope.
Toast? Coffee?
Shut up, Louise.
Slut. Ivy's a slut.
Spiel. He's been saying that on and off since last night. Can't you just give him a heavy sedative and knock him out?
He has a concussion, Ivy. The last thing he needs is a sedative.
You mean it might be fatal?
Don't even think it, Ivy.
Don't look so self-righteous at me! It's not like anyone here is a member of the Julian Crane fan club.
You and Sam Bennett, lovers.
Don't be absurd.
I saw you making love to him.
You most certainly did not. Although I'm glad no one else can hear your rantings because it would be a disaster if Sam and Grace walked in here.
Don't worry, Charity. I know that you'd never do anything to hurt me intentionally. Are you hungry? Come on, let's get some breakfast.
We're safe for the moment, Tim Tim.
If only I could get my hands on that box, then everybody would have to believe me. They'd lock Charity up for good, and Miguel would be mine.
You know, hon, I think there's a gas leak in here because you're starting to hallucinate again.
If only I had proof.
Here's your proof, Kay. Come and get it. I'm waiting.